From WPTV News Channel 5, it's Slay Your Day with TA.
Afternoon, everyone. It's TA Walker from Taste and See South Florida, and we are having so much fun. We have been at the Honda Classic since Monday. We are about to go on the air at 6 o'clock with John Shaman with the very latest, but I'm going to share with you first what the big deal was before it even airs on TV. We were out following Phill Mickelson today, legendary golfer. He had absolutely the biggest crowds around. And after I show you that video, I'm going to tell you all the secrets if you're coming out here later today, which you probably aren't, but tomorrow that you need to know where to upgrade your fan experience for free and stuff like that. If you have any comments, just make sure you type them in and I can see them right here on my screen and even put them up. And make sure you say where you're watching from and I'll give you a shout out. But first, I want to just play this video for 60 seconds because following Phill was fun. The pro with the biggest following at Saturday's Honda Classic was Phill Mickelson.
It's heavenly.
Fans look like ants.
I got his ball on the 9th hole. Happy.
Marching in single file at times, and bees swarming at other times. Following from the air and following from down there.
Did you just scream out?
Go, Phill.
Words of encouragement.
Hey, bombs away, Phill! Get in the hole!
Phill Mickelson likes to hit bombs as he is known to do. I just really want to see him play good out here. You know, he's a legend. He's a classic.
Fans trying to will it in the hole.
A classic line of mine is get in the hole. And that's just me wanting him to make the putts.
Get in the hole!
A putt and a miss this time for Kyle.
Recently, he hasn't been making them.
Kyle, you'll get the next one. You do.
Jumping, just trying to get a glimpse.
The height is all it's to be.
Following Phill at the Honda Classic, I'm TA Walker for WPTV. Yeah, it was nuts out there today. It really, really was. I just trying to first you have to get in front of the fans and then capture Phill passing and then you get behind it. And I did that for 7 holes and it was quite a workout. It was kind of hot out here too. Rob Moore, he's a former photographer at Channel 5. He says, tell Lynn I said hi. That's the lady that makes all the media stuff work right here at the Honda Classic. She's here every year. Rob says she's awesome. So absolutely, I will tell her that, Rob. Thank you so much. Well, so now I want to help you slay your experience. Oh, hi, from Romania? That is far away, really far away. You get the furthest away award. I want to go share my screen because I went through the whole Honda Classic several times this week, and we found out ways that you can upgrade your fan experience for free. You don't have to pay extra to get in the bear trap. So if you have grounds tickets, if you're one of the lucky 10,000, these are places where you can go. Over there near the back 9 is the Corona Premier Clubhouse, and you get 360-degree views of 5 key holes. I was back there today. That's where I was following Phill. And there is a giant golf ball, but it's at the Corona place in the front. I had made a mistake earlier in the week and said it. I thought that was the Corona place, but apparently there's 2 Corona places. So these are all included with general admission. And here's some video. You can sort of see what it looks like out there from that vantage point, which is kind of cool. And then another free space is the Nicholson neighborhood. It's located on the 18th and includes complimentary family care lounges. And you get to see people, the pros, tee off from right there from the comfort of shade, because sometimes it's been getting very hot out here. Right now it's 75, so it's really nice, but it has been in the 80s at times. And of course they have all the liquor you could want and some family friendly stuff to do too, like these cute little Jack Nicklaus teddy bears in case you want to get one. There they are right there. And then there's the champagne lounge, and this one's kind of like an upscale premium featuring premium champagne. It's open to the public. It also includes an outdoor garden, providing a great place to sit and sip as the golfers tee off. And this one was a surprise because it's right there, bumped up against the bear trap, and it's on the 16th hole, and it's a perfect, the Kelly Hagar State Farm public agent seating, and it's free, and it's right there, right before the 17th hole, and you can see the guys putting there. So that's what's going on. Let's say hi to some people. I'll be there tomorrow, says Jason. Can't wait. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Mom says hi. Garrett says hi. Make sure you guys say where you're watching from, because that's kind of fun too. We'd like to see where people are from. Oh, tomorrow is Play Yellow Day. Wearing yellow became a tradition when Jack Nicklaus made friends with a sick child named Craig, and he has Ewing sarcoma, which is a cancer that grows in the bones and tissues and joints. And he was Barbara Nicholson told us this week, one day, Sunday won a tournament, and he called Craig, the sick boy, and the boy says, "You know why you won?" He said, "Because I had my lucky shirt on." So after that, Jack wore his yellow shirt on Sunday, and they never mentioned it. And then eventually the child passed at 13. Well, several years later in 1986 on a Sunday, Jack wore his yellow shirt in memory of Craig, and he won the Masters that year. So Sundays have really become a philanthropic thing here at the Honda Classic, and tournaments all over all over the country. They do this, wear yellow, and there's other programs tied into it, charitable aspects that raise money for children's charities near the event. Judith is watching from Palm Beach. Hi, Judith. Garrett's back on again. Okay. And we'll move on to other ways to slay your Honda Classic. This is my favorite. The PGA restaurants really get creative with the Honda Classic. The Cooper has Honda Classic themed cocktails, that limited time only, and like the drinks, like the garnish will have a golfing tee in the lime, and everything is themed appropriately. So that's really fun. And then Salute has live music every day. So those are some of the places that are doing stuff like that. Hi, Garrett. Good to see you in Lantana. Then let's see what else is going on out here. What's your favorite part of the bear trap? You can go ahead and respond with that too. I'm going to get rid of that tab, and I want to show you a story. We were talking about Jack and Barbara Nicklaus and their charitable aspects. I got to sit down with them this week. But Megan McRoberts actually went and met a lady who benefited from her kids getting to go to their hospital in Palm Beach Gardens. And it's a really sweet story, and I'm going to play for you now.
She might be the youngest guest yet to walk through the doors of the Classic. And already she's meeting one of the biggest names in the golf world, Barbara Nicklaus.
Kristen, it's so good to see you. Been waiting for this.
Barbara coming just to meet 2-year-old Gabriella and her mom, Kristen Phill.
Can you say thank you?
Something both women have wanted to do since Gabriella was born. In the summer of 2018, Kristen was 25 weeks pregnant with Gabriella. But at a routine checkup, a doctor found Gabriella had a mass taking up 90% of her left lung, so large it pushed her other lung, windpipe, and heart to the side of her chest. Kristen says the Nicklaus Children's Hospital made one of the toughest phases of their life much easier.
All I had to do was worry about myself and then my daughter once she was born.
They met with pediatric surgeons and cardiologists at Nicklaus Children's Hospital, developing a plan where most of the treatment could be done in their hometown at the Palm Beach Gardens Nicklaus Children's Hospital Outpatient Center, minimizing travel.
I don't think I could possibly express my gratitude.
I had to keep the tears from coming because she's priceless. I mean, just so adorable, and until she already rules the house.
Gabriella had a successful surgery to remove 90% of her lung when she was just 4 months old.
She is doing amazing. She's doing everything that they had hoped she would be doing. We had a chest x-ray to check on the status of her lung back in July, and it showed that the lung was actually regrowing.
Helping children has long been important to the Nicklaus family. Their own child was hospitalized at a year old.
We sort of looked at each other and said, if we ever were in a position to help anyone, we wanted it to be children.
Making this the career accomplishment Barbara says they're most proud of.
Much more important than any 4-foot putties ever made.
I just love that story and all the work the Nicklauses do here for our community. I want to shift gears a little bit to something a little more fun here at the Honda Classic. There was a gentleman that had a home on the course, and he would always put a sign out called the beer trap instead of the bear trap. The bear trap is the series of holes that is very difficult for the golf pros to navigate. And so he would offer beer to people as they passed his house and have a little party as they went along. Megan McRoberts reports.
The Murphy family easily has one of the best views in the house from their house.
Oh, so we have no sound. So let me restart that for you guys. Sorry about that. I can fix it. Stop screen, share again. It's a problem with doing this by yourself. You forget to hit one little share audio button. Here we go, guys.
Family easily has one of the best views in the house from their house.
He could sit here in a chair for hours on end, as long as you kept bringing him drinks.
They're right by the 15th hole in view of the bear trap, and this is where Larry Murphy coined the beer trap.
He lived for golf.
His daughter Amy says the beer trap started small, about 15 years ago, when her husband, dad, and a friend were playing around.
And so we knew they were going to be coming around on this hole, and so we said would have a beer waiting for them, and Dad coined it beer trap.
Amy's little daughter would hold up a small wooden sign by a cooler, but that sign grew bigger over the years, and when they put it up during the Honda, it got a lot of attention.
A lot of people stopped to take pictures.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lady yesterday that came by, and she was like, best sign on the course.
Yeah. It's not only popular here at home.
You were in Nashville to meet someone on a bus that knew the sign.
And yes, he would occasionally give out some drinks.
Probably the cheap beer, but keeping the IPAs for himself. This is him marshalling.
That is when he wasn't marshalling the course to get close to his favorite players and the cameras.
So we have a lot of news footage with him on it, which is always great, especially last year after he was diagnosed with cancer. To see him a month later on the Golf Channel marshaling the tournament was really wonderful.
Larry was in his mid-70s and last summer died shortly after undergoing surgery for pancreatic cancer.
I mean, I think it was really important to do this year for my dad. This was the highlight of his year.
So this year, when the Murphys put up their dad's sign and maybe hand off a drink, conversation.
He likes giving out Yingling.
Yeah. It's not only about carrying on the tradition, but creating the most fitting tribute to a staple of the tournament.
And commemorate his happiness and spirit.
Megan did such great storytelling all week, and that's just one of her stories that she did. Another one she did is this Volunteer of the Year, and I really love this story because he couldn't do what he's known for this year because of the pandemic, but they did want to recognize him at the tournament, and so Megan McRoberts shared this video with us.
How many we got left?
Staking his claim in the shadiest spot, right by the 11th hole.
This is a bonus here, sitting in the shade.
75-year-old Tom Gibbs steps out to do a job he's done proudly for about 10 years for free.
Please stand.
As a golf course marshal,
Player ready to hit.
He's up close to the game he loves.
So I was just a little tot when I started.
With the best view of the players, but better yet, he says, he's in the mix with all of the fans.
All want to know who's coming up next.
Especially his favorite fans, the ones newest to the game.
So you see so many got little clubs and little things. So
Tom has made a name for himself because he collects golf balls anywhere he can.
Half the golf balls we get at yard sales.
Some he finds, many are given to him.
Most people just go to their golf bag and pick out 2 or 3 balls and donate it.
But he would bring them here to the Honda Classic each year to hand out to children.
It's nothing like seeing a little kid's face or a little girl when you give her a pink ball.
Over the years, he says he's handed out, he guesses, about 300 golf balls.
And they all say thank you. They all say thank you.
But it's a tradition he has to take a break from this year.
With the coronavirus, it just wasn't worth the risk of something happening.
But the tournament still noticed how Tom had the drive each year to make the tournament special for kids. That's why he was surprised this week with the award for Volunteer of the Year.
So they presented me with a plaque. You know, I cried a little bit.
So even if he's just settling for a passing wave this year.
And we talk about it. We see a couple kids walking by, you know, and they say, well, they would have got a blue one or a red one or whatever color.
His golf ball collection will build up even bigger next year when he can revive his tradition.
We'll get back to it next year.
That was Megan McRoberts reporting. So if you have any questions about anything Honda, we have it laid out for you, WPTV.com. Just click on the Honda Classic tab. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us all week as we brought you the news and views from this PGA National. Take care. Good night.
Slay Your Day can be found in the WPTV app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Plus on the Taste and See South Florida Facebook page and the WPTV free mobile app. Okay.